Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Zymox, and I'm your chief show attendant. On behalf of the two hosts and the rest of the crew, welcome aboard Weird Wednesday Flight number 13, non-stop, from your current location to parts unknown. Our flight will be of about 2 hours, and we'll be flying at the speed of sound. At this time, make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position, and that your seatbelt is currently fastened. Enjoy the ride.
What's happening? How's it going? Welcome to Weird Wednesday. Yet again, haven't seen you guys since last year. How's it
Happy
going,
New
Jamie?
Year. It's going pretty good. How about yourself?
I have no idea. It's going.
No idea.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
You in a vortex?
I'm flying by the seat of my pants. Hey, luckily, I have pants on right now.
We wouldn't know it if you didn't.
Exactly. Do I or don't I?
Hands above the keyboard.
Yeah. Yeah, shake it more than 3 seconds. You're playing with it.
That's what I hear. How about you guys? Did you do anything special to ring in the new year? I know we celebrate our pagan new year, and then we celebrate the calendar new year, and then we celebrate, I do, lunar new year. Do you ring in this new year? And if you do, how do you bring it in? Do you stay at home? Go out and party it up? Any superstitions that you subscribe to every year? Do you clean your house? Do you not clean your house? Do you let the dishes pile up? Some say clean, some say don't do it. Some say you wait to sweep till the day after.
I blew all those theories out of the river.
Do you have resolutions?
Me, in general, no, not really.
Do you make up?
I made them before the end of the year.
Yeah, it's kind of like an ongoing, I just work on things as I need to work on things. I gave up on having like the one big resolution for the year because it's always a letdown.
Yeah.
Usually, whatever it is that you're declaring on that day, might make it 3 months, if that. But, yeah.
Yesterday was Tuesday. It was, it was what, the second? It's the fourth now. Wasn't really the first day of the year, but we had tacos, so can't go wrong with tacos, right?
Never go wrong with tacos.
Had one beef, one chicken, some beans and rice, and some churros for dessert.
Ooh. Did you make them?
Nope.
The ones that you can freeze and thaw out and then roll in the cinnamon sugar?
No, we actually went out. We went to my favorite little Mexican restaurant, and sadly it was closed.
Oh.
We were pulling up, and I was like, there's not a car in the entire parking lot. This is not a good sign. And they opened up the day after we were there. They were closed for a little bit of, holiday cheer, I suppose.
Did you go the next day?
Nope. We stopped at a place along the way home. What was it called? Taco Libre? Something like that. It actually wasn't too bad. I almost fell off the wagon and ordered a mojito, but it was like $9, so better not. Like, damn, better be a hell of a mojito.
And like those little mojito glasses were too, right?
I don't know what it came in.
That's crazy. I mean, once in a while, it's good to treat yourself to something. It's not really the time in, part of life where you can really treat yourself to stuff like that. I think, that's kind of like I can't justify it.
I think the last time I drank alcohol was that time we did the Halloween show a couple of years ago.
Fireball.
Yep. I think that was the last time I've consumed alcohol. And it was the first time in like a year that night.
And that was like for me too. And I think I had tequila after that.
I remember Zach got tore completely down.
That was a train wreck.
Yeah.
But I knew it was going to be.
Yeah, exactly. Hadn't heard much from Zach since he got that new conductor thing going.
I know. I thought that the other day. I haven't seen him around.
Must be keeping him busy.
Booked and busy. We went to Golden Dragon Chinese buffet, which I haven't been to in like 3 or 4 years, whatever. But it's always like got good food. They haven't like changed anything. And like I've been even more creeped out about, like eating out or anything like that since all of this.
Yeah.
But I checked it out. I thought, I'm going for it. It's always been a good place. And you can always tell like when the bathrooms don't reek or you don't smell the bathroom like down the hall.
Yeah.
It's always like a good sign. Like the bathrooms never smell bad. I've never been sick from there before. And when you look, the food is just really clean and all this like crab legs and everything, all you can eat.
Yeah.
Can't really go too wrong with it. You can usually tell when crab is bad.
Yeah.
I mean, if I saw the kitchen, you never know, like on Hotel Nightmares or Kitchen Nightmares, but took a chance. I said, screw it. I can't be like, totally a foe. I pick and choose. I chose to go and I was happy.
Yeah.
Didn't have any regrets. And then had some had a grape, what are they called? Not yeah, Zima. It just like when it was the countdown, filled
Yeah.
up the New Year's glasses with like the grape Zima. And that was like the only alcohol. But
Yeah.
was
We didn't do
pretty
a whole
smoked
heck of a
out.
lot. It was our 24th anniversary. Got married on New Year's in 2000.
My first marriage was 2000, April 4th. I mean, yeah. 2000. $24 that makes sense. Because we made it 10. And then Jeff spent known him 14.
Yeah. Time flies.
It really does.
Like, holy shit, I'm going to be 60 in like a week or something. What?
And I can't believe it's already that time. Capricorn season.
Yeah, I can't believe it's 2024. I'm still that kid riding my bike down the street talking about, 1999. It's going to be like the Jetsons. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
2000. When I was a kid, I didn't even think that far ahead. It's like 2024. What?
Yeah, like that just seems like eons away. Like, dude, that's like a lifetime from now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm good if I make it past this week. Would you knock it off, please? Okay. Day. Get it down.
What's going on there? WWE cat wrestling? So, yeah, I spent the day framing pictures and doing some other knick-knack and paddywhacks around here. Yeah, my computer was like right when I was getting things set up, my computer started doing the freak out, like just like anything that I clicked on, it was like, I'm like, seriously?
The Wednesday hiccups.
Yeah, it's like it works perfectly fine until Wednesday comes around, and then it's just like, yeah, drunkard.
I haven't, that Royal is another person I was thinking about the other day when I was seeing him. I hadn't seen Zach in a while. I think I saw a photo he posted of like a nephew or someone's.
Yeah.
I think that's the last I saw. So hopefully, if you're watching Royal, we miss you too. And Zach, hope you guys are having a happy new year.
I'm currently copying 40 videos to my external hard drive, so who knows what's going to happen with my computer. I think that's why I was running so slow, because I got a buttload of video on here I need to get off ASAP.
This cat is going completely insane. He's not going to stop tonight. Now he's going from my jewelry box to this, and there's no room on that jewelry box. Like, I'm being really calm right now.
what did I see the other day? I saw a video. Something that like, oh, if you take a comb and go, all these people were doing it, and their cats were like,
Really?
yeah, you got a comb around there.
No, I'm trying to think. I think I had like a Barbie comb. I think it's bristly enough.
I was like, is this real? Or is this just like typical internet?
Well, let's see, Mythbusters time here. I could really freak him out and say, Day Day. I'm getting that energy. Crocky. I'm going to get Crocky. Squirt, squirt, Crocky. You want to squirt, squirt, Crocky?
Uh-oh.
Squirt, squirt, Crocky. You be a good boy. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I think it's kind of like a cone. Day. Oh, it's not the same type because like it goes from smaller to bigger, so the tone's going to change on a regular cone. I don't think this is the right bristly kind of sound. And these are all like little Barbie brushes.
Yeah, it's like, what was the other one that you put a cucumber on the floor and the cats freak out about it? I don't think that one's real either.
Okay, we tried that. Now, my mom has this snake thing that she got for the cats, and it's like remote controlled. One of the cats hates it so much. It sees it, it freaks out. Not quite the cucumber. We have tried the cucumber. It just sits there. Out of 10 cats, you'd think one would do it. So far, none of these cats have flipped out over the cucumber, but the stupid snake thing. And then what was it? Because she got scared of that, I had something else in my hand that was snake-like. She saw that and just went wigged out crazy.
Wow.
But you didn't care about the cucumber. You looked at it like, what the hell?
The hell is that?
What the hell?
What the hell? Who's dropping salad items
What
on the floor?
hell? Oh, Marie was born on a Wednesday. That's awesome, Ulrich. I'm glad that you were able to find them good homes. When I brush, they like it, and then I'll brush my hair and I'll kind of like brush him when he watches. Same with nail files. Did yours go crazy for nail files? I don't know what it is about a nail file, but he goes crazy for it usually. Oh, sorry, love. Ah, shit. Oh, mother loving God. He just stuck his claw right in the bendy part of my finger and ripped it open.
Oh, sweet.
I got a vein popping on my forehead I didn't know I had. Anyhow, they usually go crazy for the nail file. He'll go crazy just listening. I don't know if it's the smell of like the nail on it or the sound, but he'll come and take it, pull it away, run around with it. There he goes. Oh, he's looking at you to see what you were doing. What? I think this is going to start to bleed. I have it like pressed between my knees right now. It's gonna be a gusher.
All these videos I'm trying to play, they all have music. So keep playing my Facebook or, kick me in and do news. Well, anyways.
Oh yeah, it's a gusher.
Did get you.
Mm-hmm. All in the bendy part. Across the bendy, rip the bendy open. With that back claw that's like that long.
Gnarly. Gnarly, dude.
Crocky.
Crocky gonna squirt your ass.
Crocky. Crocky. Squirt, squirt. Get down. Oh.
Get down. No.
Get
I don't want it. I don't
Get
want
down, get down. Get down, get down. Get down, get down. Ah, yes. Did you just scroll through any of that video I sent of the stupid heavy metal knitting?
Is that what was going on?
Yeah. So they're going up there with their knitting things, and I guess they're supposed to be headbanging as they knit. It's a thing.
Oh, I was like, what the hell am I watching?
It's 24 minutes. And so I just kind of scrolled through like when they weren't really talking, trying to just show like a few of the contestants.
Yeah.
But and I don't think we should get nicked for anything because it's not copywritten music, even though it might still think it is.
Yeah, it should be all right.
Oops, I just closed out YouTube.
Oops, I did it again.
He's going around the room now, burying everything. He's really going to make my life hard for these 2 hours. I don't know what I'm going to do. I have to go put him outside with not outside, but out with the cats when you do your article.
Yeah.
In the shed, because this is going to not work. Day-Day. Stop being a fucker.
Which place was that, Azariana? I think he sent me a couple of places, abandoned places here in Florida.
Hey, Tommy.
What's up, Tommy? I'm doing.
Okay, so curious contests. 10 of the oddest competitions in the world. Where did Jeff say it? Arcata Motel last night? Because he had to go up to Arcata, and I was looking at haunted hotels and things. And then today was Crescent City, so I looked up a bunch of haunted ones out there. He just went to bed, so he did use an app for a little bit. It wasn't really into it, so I don't think there's any paranormal activity in it last night. Unusual talents and skills will be put to the test in 2024 in categories including wife carrying, underwater chess, dog ugliness, and mullet sporting. The coming year will see famous contests including Super Bowl, LV, is that L 100. What's L? Roman numeral LV 111. The Paris Summer Olympics. I'm gonna throw him in the bathroom.
Got to comment with everything you say.
I can't even focus. This is so fucked up. You know, every time I have something to do.
Meow.
Okay, this coming year we'll see famous contests including Super Bowl whatever, the Paris Summer Olympics, and even a U.S. presidential election. But what of lesser known, but of no less importance, events such as the Heavy Metal Knitting World Championships, the World Gravy Wrestling Championships, and the Snail Racing World Championships. In honor of these challenges and their competitors who proudly represent their home countries, we are proud to present 10 of the oddest competitions in the world. First one being the world's ugliest dog contest in Petaluma, California. The world's most aesthetically challenged canines gather each year at Sonoma Marin Fair to see which of them can capture the hearts of judges and the public. The ugliest dog in each contest wins prizes including $1,500 and an appearance on NBC's Today Show. The annual contest aims to celebrate imperfect canines and encourage adoption of pets in need of good homes. I always see the ugliest dog every year. I didn't know that they did that here in California, though. They've got the Homer Brewing Company bird calling competition in Homer, Alaska. The headline event of the Shorebird Festival features avian imitators of all ages facing off to see who can best emulate the sounds of several locally well-known birds. Bird sounds commonly heard coming from the mouths of competitors include eagles, seagulls, cranes, and sparrows. The contest prizes include specialty chocolate, bird t-shirts, and gift certificates. Then this is one I wouldn't want to miss, the USA Mullet Championship online. Diehard fans of iconic 80s fashion statements compete to find the best business in the front, party in the back hairstyles in the annual USA Mullet Championships. The online contest features divisions including the men's contest, a femme mullet contest for women competitors, a 55-plus division for older competitors, and kids and teen contests to find the next generation of magnificent mullets. The winners in each category earn the title of America's Best Mullet, as well as a $2,500 prize. This is one that we've got a piece of a video on. Heavy Metal Knitting World Championships in Finland. This unusual contest calls on competitors from countries including Finland and the United States, Japan, Denmark, Russia, Latvia, Sweden, to combine their knitting and heavy metal dancing skills. Oh, so they're combining those two skills. The inaugural event in 2022 saw each competitor join heavy metal band Maniac Abductor on stage to dance and knit in time with the music. The 2023 event was canceled, but organizers pledged the Heavy Metal Knitting World Championships will return in 2024. We've got the World Wife Carrying Championships.
Wife carrying?
Carrying. Like that dude had her on his back. Again in Finland. I think that's what the thumbnail was. Husbands carry their wives through 830 feet of obstacles and mud to compete with the annual Wife Carrying World Championships. Qualifying events are held in countries the world over to decide who will represent their nation at the championship in Finland, where the sport of wife carrying originated. The winning couple earn the wife's weight in beer.
Dang.
I'm sure she loves this.
Yeah.
The World Gravy Wrestling Championships in Stackset Steeds, England. Gooey grapplers show off their wrestling prowess each year at the Rose Bowl, where a pool is filled with Lancashire gravy. In addition to wrestling skills, competitors are judged on the basis of costumes, comedic presence, comedic, like being funny, and entertainment value. The savory mealy raises funds for the East Lancashire Hospice. Then we've got the Diving Chess World Championship in London. Chess skills and lung capacity alike are tested at this annual contest, where players take turns diving underwater to make moves on a chessboard submerged in a pool. Players are required to make a move before coming up for air, or else they forfeit the match. World Dog Surfing Championships out here in Pacifica, California. I don't like this one. I only put it because I did. I don't think you should put your dog on a surfboard in the ocean with sharks and just things that can go wrong. But maybe it's not that unsafe as I'm making it in my mind.
Yeah, some dogs love it.
I'm sure they do. I just think about them getting carried off to sea on a surfboard or something. I don't know. I just don't like to see animals in the water, I guess, like that. I don't like when I see people take their cats like on the boats. Like certain things just don't go together.
So you probably didn't like, like at Marineland here years and years ago, they used to have the dolphins, that would swim around in the pool, and they had a little rope hooked up, and there was a little monkey on skis that they would pull around the pool. The monkey
was hilarious, though.
The monkey would always have a look on his face like, what the hell am I doing in here? And what are these things pulling me?
When I was little, I wasn't like so bad. I thought it was hilarious. And then as I got older, I hated everything about SeaWorld and all that anyways,
Yeah.
But yeah, that was definitely something. So dogs with the gift of balance gather each year at Lindamar Beach to hang for and raise money for charity while riding the waves. Less aquatically oriented dogs can also earn prizes in competitions including frisbee catching, ball fetching, and dog fashion. If there's like a riptide or something, I'm sure it's fine. I'm just overly paranoid. A portion of the proceeds each year are donated to various dog, surfing, and environmental nonprofits. And then the Air Guitar World Championships, Finland again. And my friend Craig Billmeyer was actually air guitar champion for a few years. Hot Licks Houlihan. And I think it was Finland that he went to. Oh. The best strumming, he had all the spangles and everything on his costume. The best strumming simulators from countries around the world gather in Finland each year to play. And he's actually a musician. To pretend to play an invisible guitar while dancing along to the song of their choice. The contestants are judged on technical merit, stage presence, and difficult to define concept of airness. The Air Guitar World Championships were founded in 1996 to promote the concept of world peace. And that's around the time he probably was doing that, because I graduated in 90. That's probably around the time he was doing it. Snail Racing World Championships in England. That's the last one. The world's most exciting slow speed race made its return in 2023 after being suspended due to COVID. The snail race dates back to the 1960s, features snails attempting to cover a distance of 13 inches to win the grand prize, a tankard of lettuce. The world record in the race was set in 1995 when a slimy sprinter named Archie managed to traverse the required distance in 22 seconds.
You know, I hear like going to Finland, you know, to compete in the air guitar championships. I'm like, that's crazy. You know, going to France or wherever you just said to go to the snail races. I'm like, that's crazy. And then I think, I went to France to fly kites. That's crazy. The things you can do, you know?
Yeah. But it was fun. I mean, I guess it's whatever is fun. You go for it. You would go wherever it is.
I went to France for, I don't know, it was well over 2 weeks for free to represent the United States at a kite festival. I'm like, do you want to go? Does a bear shit in the woods? Yeah, I'll go.
They sponsored you to go?
Yeah. I was one of 4 people to represent the United States in the World Freestyle Kite Championships.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I did a video. It's on my web page, on my YouTube page. But yeah. And it's what's funny, it was Cap d'Agde, France is where the competition was held. And the people in that whole, you know, France, the whole European thing, man, they don't play. When there's an event, they like come out to see it. There was like 50,000 people there. It was ridiculous. And all my friends that, you know, I made over there, they're talking about coming to America, you know, and you know, how much bigger America is than, you know, France and this and that. And, you know, how much bigger the United States is. And, you know, what are your events like? And I'm like, we don't have nowhere near this many people come to a kite event in the United States. We're lucky if there's 100 people there. They're like, really? I'm like, yeah, this is insane. So I could see in Finland, there's probably a shitload of people at the air guitar event, you know?
There's a lot. You can look it up on YouTube even, and you look up Hot Licks Houlihan air guitar. A lot of people. It's a big stage. I mean, it's a trip.
Well, now that I know what this is, I want to see some heavy metal knitting.
Yeah.
Feeling about this.
Okay, I see she's got the yarn here. This is heavy metal knitting.
And I was scrubbing back and forth through it. And it takes a while to get into it.
But this, see, I was mesmerized. I just thought this lady was dancing. I was just tuning into this guy, like, headbanging with his hair. I'm like, man, if I did that, I'd have a neck ache for weeks. I think I got a neck ache just from watching it.
100%. Like, yeah.
From Russia, together, feel the love, feel the invisible.
Is that me doing it or you?
That's you. That's all you.
Oh yeah, this is funny. This is good. This one tripped me out. I don't know who's knitting though.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
But like these people are having a good time. Say, oh yeah. She's just kind of chilling with it. Oh, this is the baby right there.
See, here in Florida, we don't have, what is this, gravy wrestling? We have coleslaw wrestling
Oh,
during bike week. And let me tell you, that's interesting. It's up to Cabbage Patch. Down there where Debbie lives. She'd know all about the cabbage. Cabbage, coleslaw. Not cabbage, but coleslaw wrestling, I should say. Surfing dog. Yeah. Coleslaw wrestling. Some biker girls and a big, inflatable pool full of coleslaw.
I'm sure coleslaw ends up in some interesting places.
Yeah.
Well, at least I was just about to say he's quieted down. I probably don't have to put him out. And
he's like, quiet down me. No, never, Mom.
our cats are giving in because of him.
Well,
You are right, Ulrich.
Supposedly, we're going to have the Florida Man Olympics here.
Oh.
And it's going to be, like, when I say here, I'm talking about here.
Like Augustine?
In St. Augustine, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yep. Gonna be interesting.
I don't even wonder what kind of crowd that's going to bring to you. Everybody's going to come for that.
Oh, yeah.
What kind of competitions are there going to be?
I don't even know yet.
Oh, no. This could go anywhere.
Yeah, it could. Very well.
I guess I'm putting you out in the shed with the other babies.
Yeah, I'll have to make some video of Florida Man Olympics.
Yeah, definitely got to cover that. Be on the scene. Baby.
So this one's back in the news. The old cursed painting strikes again after a spat of mishaps for new owner. Spat. Is that kind of like what your cats do when they're like, is that a spat? I don't know. What exactly is a spat? Don't know. Allegedly, a cursed painting that was sold in a charity shop back in August of 2023 has since changed hands several times when the seemingly innocuous portrait of a young girl was purchased from a charity shop in Hastings, East Sussex last summer. The seller assumed that it would be the last they ever see of it. You know what happens when you assume? To their surprise, however, the painting was returned to the shop the very next day. Before too long, it had sold again, only to be returned a second time a short time later, with the new owner complaining that she had witnessed shadow figures in her house after bringing it home. To take advantage of the painting's seemingly cursed status, the charity shop placed it back in the front window with a haunting message. She's back. Sold twice, returned twice. Are you brave enough? The cursed painting soon went viral online, prompting the most recent buyer, James Klingsbury, managing director of the London Bridge Experience, to buy it for over 2,000 whatever pounds, I guess, since it's not dollars, since it's abroad. For him, the curse began to take effect even before he had picked the painting up, with his car breaking down on the way to the shop. After putting the portrait on display, his exhibition began to suffer all manners of problems, ranging from cameras breaking down to flickering lights and TVs randomly shutting off. In one instance, his father-in-law fell ill and his toaster exploded, while in another where His father fell ill and his toaster exploded. Which one's worse? Workers claim to have witnessed a mysterious entity in a black skirt within the vicinity of the painting. We've had a couple of floods on the site between November and December, said Kissinglery. We come in one morning and the basement was flooded. We have several small leaks in the past, but nothing on this scale. I know a cynic would say it's just coincidence, but given the volume of things that keep happening, I do find myself questioning whether there's more to this painting than meets the eye. So the burning question is the painting haunted? Can paintings be haunted? Can things be haunted? A spat is the number of.
I think things can retain energy for sure.
I mean, there's like looking at this painting, girl kind of.
The eyes gives you a creepy ass feeling. Like she's like
like
evil.
I don't want to look at it anymore.
Me too. I just have the same thing. Like, yeah, I don't think I like that.
Yeah. It was like, I'm looking into your soul.
I don't even know how they painted it like that.
Or why.
Yeah.
Most little kids, they'd be like smiling or something.
Like,
she just looks like, I'm going to burn this motherfucker down.
into your soul, and you will see me in your dreams.
Yeah. Wow.
Moving on. It hasn't found the right person yet. That is affirmative.
Speaking of moving.
And people have been using this for different types of fuels and things like forever now to cook with. Why not make jet fuel out of it? I mean, we are having a diesel crisis.
I saw it. It doesn't have to do with poop, but I did see a good meme the other day or a picture that had an electric car that was, I've heard several stories, the electric car that, guy bought one. I don't know what dealership it was from. It wasn't a Tesla. It was one of a Ford or something. Bought it and went on a trip, ran out of battery juice, couldn't find a charger anywhere. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This one was a picture of a guy on the side of the road that ran out of battery, and there is a big truck with a diesel generator that they're charging the car. I'm like, ain't that ironic, But yeah, I think running a jet or a car off of poop would be more reliable than running it off electricity.
I think so too. Earlier, I sent this to myself. I haven't read it yet. Loophole grants owners of driverless cars immunity against traffic rules. So like in San Francisco right now, these autonomous cars, they're just driving aimlessly. Like one day, all of them just straight stopped down a whole main road. And they couldn't figure out how to get them moved. And so now people are going and putting like traffic cones on the hood of them or something, because then it makes them, it either disables them or it does something to like get them off the road. So you see all these cars with these traffic cones on them that people are putting on. These things nobody's reporting on what's actually happening in their cities because of these. So I'm like, oh, so now people are going to get immunity. So if your driverless car like happens to kill somebody, I guess like you're off the hook.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I read something where a state wants to make it, I don't know if it's Texas, that if you kill somebody while drinking and driving and they have children, that you then own owe the children child support. Like you have to pay the child support for the family if you killed their spouse while drinking and driving.
Wow.
So that's something they're passing. Yeah. But back to poo.
Back to poo.
Back to poo. Scientists come up with a new type of jet fuel made out of poo.
Poop.
These days, scientists are always on the lookout for novel and effective new ways to reduce our reliance on fossil fuels. And this latest invention certainly qualifies as one of the most unique we've seen to date. Based in England, Firefly Green Fuels has discovered a way to turn ordinary human waste into biofuel that is almost identical to the fuel typically used in jet planes. Not only that, but it produces 92% less carbon dioxide than regular jet fuel. But what about the methane cow farts? We wanted to find a really low value feedstock. I mean, seriously, aren't they going to have to burn shit to do this?
Well,
Does that not defeat the purpose of methane from a cow fart?
well,
Or is it different?
I don't know. Can you? Maybe they can collect cow farts to run the cars off of.
But I mean, if the cow farts is like screwing up our environment, isn't this another contradiction? Or
Yeah, that's
are
what
they
we.
letting a different chemical out
I don't know. I think
than
we
burning shit?
we strive for contradictions in this world we live in now.
I mean, I drive by the sewer plant every time I got to go past whatever on Livermore.
Yep.
We wanted to find a really low value feedstock that was highly abundant, said their CEO. To create the biofuel, the firm uses a process known as hydrothermal liquefaction, which involves applying a combination of high pressure and heat to convert the waste into bio-crude oil. It's crude. Kerosene can be extracted from it using fractional distillation. And I'm thinking again too about like like waste from all this.
Yeah.
You know, the toxins that are going to dump from all this, like Simpson's three-eyed fish.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at what the pot shops do, you know, to just to get the oil and everything out of the leaves and all that, all the diesel fuel they leave behind.
Yep. Yep.
According to the company, it would take the sewage produced by about 10,000 people to create enough fuel to fly a typical passenger airliner from London to New York. So just like when they're going to put you on the bike, you know, to regulate your electricity, you're going to have to sit on the toilet to put in your worth of fuel.
Everybody go poo now.
Yeah, like everybody's going to be on their like belts, you know, having to generate their own energy is what it's going to come to. The sewage produced in a year by the entire population of the UK was converted into biofuel. It would cover approximately 5% of the country's aviation fuel requirements. So they would need a whole year of the entire population's shit to cover 5%.
That's a lot of poop.
Requirements. That's a lot of shit for not much payback.
Yeah.
Not a lot, certainly, but potentially a step in the right direction.
It's still a pretty shitty idea, though. You know,
it's a very shitty idea. That's pretty exciting, says Highgate. That's a 10% sustainable aviation fuel requirement. That's a legal mandate, and we can meet half of that with poo. Okay. No.
Yeah. I mean, I can see if, you know, you got more miles per turd, but
this makes me think of how in South Korea you have to go around collecting shit to give to the elites for fertilizer, and they're doing that. I don't know, Russia can't, somewhere else now, they're like wanting to collect shit for fertilizer. And it's one more step away from, like, people in South Korea literally have, if they don't have any poo to give, they get so freaked out. They have to go through the gutters and the sidewalks to find shit so they have a poo to turn in. That's how desperate it is there.
Damn.
This woman, Yasmin, who is a refugee from South Korea, she got out here like legally and safely and all that. Can't say how she did it, but she tells, what it's like really like. And besides them only having like one piece of paper that each family gets, and what you do is you write on the front, the back, that piece of paper is covered. And once it's covered, you use that as your toilet paper.
Wow.
So they're short on paper, and you have to, and they don't have enough food to like create shit. But I'm already seeing, them doing that. If they're collecting it in other countries, that's just like one more step away. Like if you look at what other countries are doing, like you can be that country not too far down the line,
Is what's screwed up though, is they know how to make cars run, on
Off water.
hydrogen, off water, off steam, off, they know how to make electricity that's free. They know all this, but they ain't gonna let you do it because there's no money in free.
I asked my dad when I was like 8, when we're changing the tires, Dad, couldn't they make a tire out of rubber or something that never went flat? And oh yeah. He says, but you would never have to change your tire. He said they wouldn't make money, just like gum always loses its flavor real fast.
Yep.
You wouldn't have to take another piece.
Yeah. Like, I got light bulbs that came out of my room in the early 70s, and they're still, I turn the switch and they still come on. They don't burn out. I don't know how old they were, but they still, that was like 1972, and they still light up when you flip the switch. How long does the light bulb last? If you run to Home Depot, buy a box of lights, you're lucky if you get like 3 or 4 or 5 months out of them. I'm always replacing the damn light. There are lights out in my refrigerator right now. There's another thing that's broken on it. So I got a dock refrigerator because, we bought a whole box of freaking refrigerator lights and they all burn out. So Darcy just had to order another box of refrigerator lights.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Like, in what time frame?
That, we've had a box of them that lasted a year or two, but that's like replacing 6
I don't think
light
this
bulbs.
light bulb has been changed in like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, I don't know.
And you've gone through a box?
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing lasts. Everything sucks that they build now.
My mom's dishwasher already shipped.
Yep. I've rebuilt mine twice.
2020.
Rebuilt the dishwasher twice. My the oven still works, but the burner's on top. It's one of those glass top ones. You turn it on low, it's high. You turn it on medium, it's high. You turn it on high, it's high. It's just one setting. All or nothing. So it makes cooking on the stovetop challenging. This is our 3rd refrigerator.
Wait, you have an electric stove?
Yep. And this is the 3rd refrigerator that we've had since we've lived here. It's a piece of shit. It's broken. It's just like, it's ridiculous.
I think I've known you through 2 refrigerators.
We've had our AC unit rebuilt. The hot water heater has been replaced. And my house is 8, 9 years old. Yep, they make things to fall apart and break. It's like I'm, in Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever, I'm looking at refrigerators, and they're like serious expensive. You drop a couple grand on a refrigerator and not even think about it. And what is it going to last 3 years? Maybe. How come when I was back in the early 80s, I had a house out on the beach that had a freaking refrigerator in it from the 60s, and that thing worked great. It's probably still working somewhere.
Probably is.
My grandparents, my mom and dad, none of us ever had to replace major appliances, unless you wanted to,
They got
to
handed
upgrade to
down.
something.
It's like you would end up with like their refrigerator or
Yeah.
people that have like a lot that like to collect the vintage stuff. I see people like on TikTok, their whole house is done in vintage appliances and stuff. And it's hard to find a repair person for some of it, but they do. They'll find someone to fix it. But the outside, the everything works fine. It's just wear and tear parts that need to be replaced.
Yep.
She's got to buy also a washing machine too. And again, it's not that old.
Yep. Nothing's made to last.
Nope.
Yeah, a friend of mine was talking to me the other day, because I have my Kia that I spent almost $7,000 to put a new engine in it. She was asking me, "Do you like your car?" And I'm like, "Well, as far as cars go, it's been a fun car, until it broke down." And she was like, "Well, would you buy a new one?" I'm like, hell no to the no. I would not buy a brand new Kia if they sold me one, half price. No. The way they treated me on not doing any kind of warranty on my car, no. As Elon Musk would say, go fuck yourself. That's what I would tell Kia. So there's a big class action suit against them because, everybody knows, and Kia knows, that there was a faulty engine in my car and everyone else's car that got it, that had problems with it. So there's a big lawsuit going on that I'm in. They send me a thing that's, I can get my $6,800 back from Kia. So then Kia sends me a thing that says, we received your information, blah, 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 pertaining to the lawsuit. And you didn't send enough proper information that we can, verify your repair. I'm like, I sent you the fucking receipt from the Kia dealership that is itemized for every single part they put in rebuilding my engine. What more can I send? It's a receipt from the dealership, from the Kia dealership. Little Weasley bastards are just trying to get out of it. Mine is a Kia Soul.
So screwed up, man.
And I have two Kias. I got a Kia Sedona van too. And the only reason I bought that was because a friend of mine wanted to get rid of it. It was his mom's and she had passed away. And he gave it to me for a really good deal.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, you got to be shitting me. It's a Kia for real. But he sold it to me for $2,000. So it was kind of hard to turn down. Yeah, they make their warranty sound great until you actually need it. And then they weasel out of it. So yeah, I wouldn't buy another Kia. Nope. They have ruined me for return sales. And they had the audacity to send me a customer review, like survey. I was like, you guys really want my honest opinion on this?
Like, are you serious? Are you for real?
Yep. Not to mention, they left my car a freaking mess when they put the engine in it. They forgot a couple of parts.
They forgot parts?
Yeah.
Like a leftover screw or...
Yeah. One of them was they didn't put my headlight back in.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a recall on it right now that I got to go in and get taken care of. Just got it in the mail the other day. Yeah, it's had a shitload of recalls on it. Okay, where am I doing? What am I doing here? What am I doing? I don't know. Okay, this lady here. She was driving a Kia. No. Woman who died for 24 minutes recalls warm, dissolved sensation. She peed her pants. That's what it was. I hate when that happens. A woman from Virginia suffered a seizure 8 months ago that saw her heart stop for almost a half an hour. 39-year-old Lauren Canaday, who has long suffered from epilepsy, had a life-changing experience early in 2023 when her heart stopped following a grand mal seizure. See, I kind of had this happen to me when I was 24 years old. I was at work and just boom. I remember sitting down on a 5-gallon bucket and the lights went out and I had a grand mal seizure. I was out for 45 minutes. My brother thought for sure I was dying. I didn't know what I was doing because I was having a grand mal seizure. And let me tell you, waking up from that in the hospital, there's a feeling of tired. And then there's a grand mal seizure tired. Holy shit. Those will wipe you out. Fortunately, her husband found her and was able to perform CPR, which likely saved her life until the emergency services had arrived on the scene. Medics continued attempts to revive her as she was rushed to the hospital. In the end, it took a total of 24 minutes for them to bring her back to life with a defibrillator. Today, she still maintains a vague recollection of the time during which she was technically dead. I have this gut feeling that it was friendly and peaceful. Even though I can't report any shapes or personas or visions at the time, she said, I feel like I dissolved and it was just really nice. She also reported feeling a lot less stressed out and anxious after the experience. I remember a lot of very serene moments in and after the hospital. Like none of the worries I used to have mattered. And I got insanely excited about things like cheeseburgers. I just wanted a cheeseburger. Cheeseburger. No Coke, no Pepsi. Things just felt very simple. Doctors discovered after she was revived that she had been suffering from COVID-19 and now believe the heart inflammation due to a rare complication of the virus. Rare? I don't think they're that rare anymore. The rare complication of the virus was to blame for her seizure. Go figure. I feel like this is my second life, said Lauren. I feel like I have 2 birthdays. In my first life, I was very individualistic and strong. In this life, I have a completely different worldview and comfortable, mostly with depending on others. Wonder if she takes the booster shot now. I don't know. Yeah, when I passed out and had a grand mal seizure, yeah, I didn't give a rat's ass about anything when I woke up. Because like I said, it was tired. The only thing I remember, and I don't know if I was awake or if it was just one of those out-of-body experiences, but I do remember the paramedics saying when they went to pick me up and put me in on the stretcher and put me in the ambulance, I remember one of them saying, "Hope you ate your Wheaties. This dude's big." I was like, "Yeah, you bastards." But yeah, I kind of can relate to that dissolving feeling. That's kind of how I felt. So I don't know if it was a near-death experience that I had or what. But yeah, I was completely unconscious for 45 minutes. And they diagnosed me with epilepsy after that. And my doctor was like, "I don't know. We're going to take an educated guess." And I said, "What's an educated guess mean?" And he pulled a quarter out of his pocket and flipped it. I was like, "Cool. That gives me confidence." They gave me Dilantin for epilepsy. And I took that for, I don't know, 6 months. And it made me feel so shitty that I didn't want to get out of bed. Everything hurt. And I woke up one day and I went into the kitchen and I got all these meds that they had given me. And I kicked open the kitchen door and I threw all that shit out in the yard. I was done with it. Told my doctor that and he freaked out. "You can't do that." No, I'm like, there's no can't. I already did that.
I can and I did.
I can't and I did. It's done.
It's done.
And I ain't dead yet. You can't just stop taking that kind of medicine. Well, I did. I must be one of God's chosen ones, and because I'm not dead, I didn't die.
It's a fucking miracle.
Yeah, my doctor reamed me a new ass for doing that. And I was like, well, at that point, I would have rather been dead than feel the way that I did. So that was my solution. I just remember kicking the kitchen door open and just hurling all that shit out in the yard.
I don't blame you one bit.
Not to mention the first medication they gave me, I was allergic to.
I see, that you're streaming this to X.
Yep.
Also again, so I went to share, forward yours. Didn't have me following you anymore for some reason.
Huh.
Because I did follow you because I had like old likes I seen on it. So I refollowed you, but when I looked your name up, I found an account you had from like 2019 or 2009. Yeah, like band flyers and stuff. I was just looking at that.
Wow. Internet cookie trails, internet footprints. They never go away.
Never.
I didn't even realize I was on there then.
Yeah. I have like another X account I had done like as a one to be like my jewelry stuff and one to be like one was gonna be a business page. And one was like my screw around page. Okay.
Yeah, you can do that too. Here too, Ulrich. But do not resuscitate. Do not bring me back.
DNR. Unexplained Mysteries, Top 10 Paranormal Stories of 2023. I had quite a few of these little compilation 2022 compilations. Here we take a look back at our most popular paranormal news stories of the last 12 months. From the fire crew who tried to rescue a disappearing woman from the bottom of a well to the security guard who was caught on CCTV camera talking to a ghost. Here are our top 10 most viewed paranormal stories from 2023. And this is from Unexplained Mysteries. Number 10. A priest explains why the new Exorcist movie is potentially dangerous. Real-life priest Helen Hall takes a look at how even fictional depictions of demonic possession can be harmful. Number 9. Man claims mischievous child ghost. Push shopping cart into his car. Bizarre footage has emerged showing the wayward cart seemingly making a beeline for the man's parked vehicle. I think we did that one. Number 8. 300 paranormal incidents recorded at a notorious haunted house. A farmhouse in a remote area of North Wales has been home to a wide range of paranormal occurrences. I don't think we did that. Or Jason. Did we?
Sounds familiar, but I'm not sure.
300 paranormal. Number 7. Fire crew attempts to rescue a vanishing ghost woman from the bottom of a well.
That was a cool story.
Firefighters even spoke to the woman, but when they reached the bottom of the well, nobody was there. Number 6. Trucker captures eerie dashcam footage of the highway ghost in Arizona. Creepy footage has emerged showing an eerie figure standing on the side of a stretch of open highway in the dark. And even Fox News covered that one.
Yeah.
Number 5, Mysteries Revisited. 3 notoriously cursed horror movies. Some of the world's most notoriously creepy movies continue to disturb and intrigue long after their credits rolled. Number 4, Ghost of a Child Minor shows up in paranormal investigators' footage. A video filmed as an introduction to a paranormal investigation ended up featuring something rather unexpected. And I think that was the one we had of like a fence, and it was like pareidolia, kind of like a kid by a fence or something.
Yeah.
If I remember right. Number 3 was the ghost photographed in the fog at Cleethorpes Beach, England. A woman who has been out walking last week spotted what appeared to be a mysterious figure, all dressed in white. Number 2, ghost filmed moving about an attic of haunted Gettysburg Inn. An amateur ghost hunter spotted the mysterious activity while visiting Farmworth House in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. And number 1, we all remember this one. Security guard filmed talking to a ghost in a bizarre clip. The guard was quizzed by his coworker when she noticed him having a conversation with an empty corridor.
Yeah, that was a good
Wait,
one.
was that the other one that was like the copycat of the security guard in that first one? Like when he opened the thing for like the wheelchair?
Yeah.
Or is this the one that I think that Jason did where the lady was like, who are you talking to?
Yep,
And
yep.
I thought that one might be faked, maybe. I don't know. I had my doubts about that. The first one I thought was like totally trippy, but
Yeah.
I'm not so sure about that second one. I had some speculations.
Speculation.
It was a little sus to me.
Yeah. Yeah, my favorite one was the well.
Mm-hmm.
Something about wells in general are just creepy, you know? You always like picture something crawling out of it, you know?
And there's usually not good things that revolve around a well story.
Yeah, exactly.
Who was that baby? Baby Mary. Remember there was that baby that was stuck in a well like in the 80s?
Yeah,
What was
Yeah.
the baby's name?
exactly. Heather the Ring. I can't remember.
Mary comes in mind.
Baby Jessica.
Oh, Jessica. Yeah. That was a hard one.
I've fallen down a well.
He puts the lotion on its skin.
Does what it's told or gets a hose. Fell down Mel's hole.
It's a big hole.
It's a big hole. There's no bottom to it.
That's a mighty big. That's a mighty deep hole.
Hmm.
Oh damn. Have they? I guess they have, huh? Had interviews with her since all that. Like as she's gotten older. I just remember I was little, like I was a kid when it happened.
I
But
don't even remember it. Wow.
that was like such a horrible thing.
Yeah.
Shag Harbor. Shag.
Mm. Still have my-
Shagalicious, baby.
Anonymous witness of Shag Harbor. UFO shares deathbed confession. The witness, known only as John Doe, was one of several to see a strange object over Canada more than 50 years ago. The incident, which occurred on October 4th, 1967, involved multiple witnesses who saw an unidentified object descend from the sky into the ocean a short distance from Shag Harbor. There was some shagging going on that evening. A small fishing village situated along the Atlantic coastline of Nova Scotia. When officers arrived at the scene, they witnessed the object, which was estimated to be around 18 meters in diameter, floating on the water with its lights still flashing. It remained visible for some time before disappearing beneath the waves. Despite extensive efforts by Canadian Navy divers to locate the object on the seafloor, no trace of it was ever found, and the incident was ultimately dismissed as unexplained. Now, more than 56 years later, a witness who said he observed the object at the time has contacted Unexplained Mysteries via email to describe his experience. A photograph that he presumably captured of the object was also included. This was a large, brilliantly lit, rectangular-shaped object. It came out of the water and ascended to the sky and quickly disappeared. This photograph was taken roughly 30 miles away from Shag Harbor, about a week after the incident started, he wrote. As far as I'm aware, and to the best of my knowledge, no man-made aircraft or submarines possessing such technology exist. One can clearly see from the photo enlargement that this object has no visible means of propulsion, wings, engines, etc. Quiet, extraordinary, and remarkable as to how this object moved and traveled around. I've carried this burden for over 50 years, and now it's time to set it free. So, yeah, you can see this is the article. I mean, this is the object right here. Looks like a daggum lit up dildo.
It looked to me like a goddamn on OB tampon lit up.
Who's texting me now at 1:27 in the morning? Oh, it's my daily Adam and Eve. Speaking of dildos. Sucking, vibrating, booty pumping.
Special?
Begin the new year. Free thrills and 45% off. Of anything sucking, vibrating, and booty bumping. Hey, there you go. Anybody want a sale at Adam and Eve?
That UFO has a lot of mojo, baby.
Yeah, it does. So yeah, who knows? You know what? Who knows what's out there? Who bloody knows?
Well, we might be getting closer to it as far as Congress is concerned, but again, we have to be on a need to know basis. I saw
Yeah.
this trending today. As of like the last 48 hours, Congress members will receive secret UFO briefing from a top
Mhm.
spy chief.
Sure thing.
Mm-hmm. If anything is going to be like all black lines or like just made up bullshit, like this means nothing to me. But it was trending all over. House Oversight Committee members are set to undergo a classified briefing on UAP. The covert meeting, shrouded in mystery, underscores a surging interest among lawmakers from both ends of the spectrum that are demanding increased government transparency on the extraterrestrial front. The briefing, scheduled for next Tuesday morning in the Office of House Security, will be conducted by the Office of Inspector General of the Intelligence Community, Thomas A. Moheim, previously a bipartisan group of oversight committee members led by Representative Tim Burchett. Republican Tennessee had sought more details on UFOs, including potential programs for reverse engineering or recovering crashed UFOs. This initiative came after a bombshell revelation from former intelligence honcho. He's now the former intelligence honcho, David Gersh, hinting at the government harboring non-human biologics from a recovered UFO. Hinting at. Last year, Gersh alleged, that they had evidence on crashed UFOs. His testimony has been corroborated in classified hearings. Yada, 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 yada. The lawmakers have formed a congressional UAP caucus. He said,
Sidcock.
and include Representatives Jared and Nancy, Andy. It's behind closed doors in the halls of Congress, of course. A tooth and nail fight has been raging over a disclosure of what the government knows about UFOs. On one side are whistleblowers and former top intelligence officials who claim knowledge of a secret program that has allegedly retrieved crashed flying saucers and who have convinced top lawmakers to back them, including Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and Senate Intelligence Committee ranking members Marco Rubio and Senate Armed Services Committee member Mike Rounds. On the other is the $112 billion defense company Lockheed Martin and two powerful House Republicans to whom it donates thousands of dollars, House Intelligence Committee Chair Mike Turner and House Armed Service Committee Chair Mike Rogers. Has all these dudes' pictures. The fight began July last year when Schumer introduced a groundbreaking bill that would mandate a panel of experts with presidential level authority to sift through government UFO records with the aim of disclosing them to the public. It also gave the government the power to seize any technologies of unknown origin or even biological evidence of non-human intelligence held by private companies. The apparent references to alien bodies and tech were shocking in a piece of legislation put forward by senators as senior as Rubio and Schumer. And proponents of the amendment point to its fierce opposition by senior House Republicans as a sign that they touched a nerve. Sources close to the bill's drafting said lawmakers decided to put forward the legislation after classified briefings by whistleblowers who allegedly worked on crashed UFOs recovered by the U.S. government and handed to defense contractors in secret programs not disclosed to Congress. Schumer and Round said their bill was modeled on the 1992 law that led to the disclosure of records about President John F. Kennedy's assassination. Last fall, NASA had an advisory panel new report released as UFO fever reached tipping point in the U.S. It's analyzed more than 800 cases across 3 decades, albeit with a budget of just $100,000 and only about 9 months to conduct their work. The panel noted that to date, most UFO sightings are recorded with sensors and other equipment intended for non-scientific purposes under accidental or serendipitous circumstances that are far from ideal. Evidence from nearly all UFO cases were not collected with enough scientific rigor for experts to reach the reliable conclusions. Yada, yada. Coupled with incomplete data, they're saying this means the origin of numerous shit might remain uncertain. All the reasons why, they're already writing it all off. And what is that? Unidentified. They just give some specs. And then they give like what's also not known. So that like reasons why they're probably going to screw us the way that they are. But it's a Daily Mail article that I am posting on my profile. So if you want to read the rest, you can find it there. All that fine print there at the bottom. Expecting shit from it. Yeah. Yeah.
The original whistleblower.
The original.
Way back in the day. Told you so.
Told you so.
Funny how they keep bringing up, things about, they might have worked on some, maybe 9 spacecraft. And that's what Bob Lazar said way back in the day. Told you so.
Certainly did.
That's right. He didn't exist, though.
No.
There's never any record of him in Los Alamos. No record of him working here. He didn't go to school here.
Who's even he?
Exactly. Congress members receive a UFO briefing. They wouldn't know briefs if they put them on backwards.
Nope. And got a snuggie up the ass.
Snuggie. Reach around.
Mm-hmm. They'd only hope for a reach around. Butt cheeks ripped apart.
Yikes.
That's a wedgie, not a snuggie.
Yep.
Oh, yes. And I looked at these pictures, and I'm sorry, homeboy. They did not steal your face. Your tats look nothing like his tats. The only similarity is you both have face tattoos, and you both blacked out your eyes. And you got some stuff going on here on the side, but there's like, you got a cross, he don't have a cross.
Yeah.
It's just completely different to me. So I don't see what this guy's thinking, but when do you really have to
know what he should have been thinking? He should have been thinking of finding a better artist.
I think he's quite happy being the Florida Joker.
Yep.
Who was that other Joker they had on like TikTok for a long time? Remember?
Yeah.
I can't think of his name, but he would like go to like New York and wash his hair in like the river, and
yeah,
everybody was like going crazy over this dude.
Maybe this guy will be at the Florida Man Olympics here. Florida
That's who I was thinking about when you're talking about it.
Yeah. Them and the Island Boys.
Oh, are they really going to be there?
I have no idea. Wouldn't surprise me.
I forgot about them. You're talking about those two boys, right?
Yep.
'Cause we are the Island
Island Boys.
Boys. We are the Island Boys. Florida Joker claims Grand Theft Auto 6 stole my face as he demands millions from Rockstar.
How's that working out for you, Cotton?
A man known as the Florida Joker has accused video game giant Rockstar Games for stealing his face. Grand Theft Auto is Rockstar Games now?
I guess so.
Didn't it used to not Epic? Anyway. So they took it for their game. The highly anticipated trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6 was released a day early last week after it was leaked on social media and broke records on YouTube, racking up over 93 million views in just 24 hours, beating the previous record held by YouTuber Mr. Beast. Fans were quick to notice that some scenes in the trailer seemed to mirror real-life incidents in Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to watch. You need to watch the trailer now
Oh my goodness.
to see if you can see the. I mean, things are supposed to mirror real-life places. We have San Francisco
Yeah.
in Grand Theft Auto. Or one of them. What's that other race one? Where you're just racing. Anyways, yeah, they're all California Highway 1 and stuff.
Yep.
So I think they're supposed to. Oh, maybe that's a tie because it's Florida now. It's going to be this homeboy.
Who knows? South Park on video games. Exactly.
Oh, wait, I have to pick something up real fast. Okay. Because, of course, people have to do something right where my chair of my wheel almost just went. The wheel of my chair. Did you have a problem there, love?
Well, that brings me, the Island Boy's dad brings us to Crystal of the Week.
Oh, wait, I'm not finished. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, the cat just did something and I'm gagging. You're so mean to me. Can't do anything having cats. Okay, so fans were quick to notice that some scenes in the trailer seem to mirror real-life incidents in Florida where the game is set, including the moment an alligator enters a convenience store and when police chase a naked man down the street. But
Sweet.
Lawrence Sullivan also noticed some real-life similarities in the game as he claims a character with tattoos in the trailer looks suspiciously like him. Sullivan went viral for his heavily tatted face, which resembles the Batman character the Joker. When his mugshot became famous in 2017 after Miami police nabbed him for pointing a gun at passing cars. He recently took to TikTok to compare similarities between him and a character featured briefly in the new trailer. The character, who has purple hair and black tattoos around his eyes, jaw, forehead, and neck, can be seen in an orange jumpsuit in front of a sign for a sheriff's office as he appears on the news. I guess it just stops there, or something just happened. Oh, here we go. It got froze.
It got frozen.
Oh, and there was a TikTok of him, but I didn't download it. Let me open it one more time. In a video posted TikTok, Sullivan said that anyone who doesn't see the resemblance between him and the character is out of your goddamn nuggets. He stood in front of a TV as he pointed between a picture of his infamous mugshot and a screenshot of the character from the game, saying, "That's me. That's the person they got their inspiration from. That's me." Maybe so, but do they owe him anything for it? He added, "Florida Joker ain't having that, y'all. Y'all took my likeness. Y'all took my life. That's me." Sullivan even suggested the game company owe him a hefty fee, as he demanded up to $2 million from them. "GTA, we gotta talk. If not, you gotta give me like $1 million or $2 million," he said. After another arrest for missing court-ordered psychiatric appointments in 2018, Sullivan told us that his tattoos have personal significance because he sees the Joker character as a rose who overcame tragedies in his life, similar to himself. So he's sentimental. His likeness has a form of sentimentability to him.
Huh.
He said that old Lawrence you saw with the plain face, he's dead. This is the new Lawrence / Joker. His claims are not the first time someone has accused Rockstar of using their likeness in GTA. Back in 2014, Mean Girls star Lindsay Lohan took Rockstar Games to court, alleging the character Lacey Jones from Grand Theft 5 resembled her in looks, voice, and style. However, in 2016, New York's Supreme Court dismissed her case, stating that Rockstar never referred to Lohan by name or used her actual name in the video game, never used Lohan herself as an actor for the video game, and never used a photograph of her. And that's why they have the differences of tattoos. The court explained in its verdict that even if they had agreed with Lohan's claim of resemblance, she wouldn't have a case, as the game is fictional and is not subject to advertising laws. The court added, further, Lohan's claim that her image was used in advertising materials for the video game should also be dismissed. The images are not for Lohan herself, but merely the avatar in the game that Lohan claims is a deception of her. Oh, and then they have the thing. An AI tool was used to add an extra layer to the editing process for this story. You can report any errors to web homepage at mirror.com. So they want us to proofread their shit for free also.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I don't think they owe him any money. And maybe they did use his likeness since it's like Florida.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, you're in Grand Theft Auto,
Exactly.
Be glad you get to keep that beautiful sentiment to yourself.
Yeah.
Share it with the world.
You freaking weirdo.
He's a delicate rose, y'all.
Exactly.
Now, on to the crystal of the week. Now, what influenced you?
For this one?
Yeah, you were saying.
I don't know.
And then I said, I wasn't finished. But you said something last week influenced. the video of the week?
Hmm.
Or did
I've
I just
completely lost that train of thought.
maybe I just made it up?
This week's Crystal.
He's making jet fuel.
I'm making jet fuel. Exactly. Uh-oh, this fuel's a little lumpy.
Oh, it's a bad joke. I'm sure he made a lot of bad jokes. Hey, a weirdo. Hey, sister.
What's up, you weirdo? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Maybe. Maybe not. Where in the hell is the video? I see it up there. Why can't I find it on my desktop? There we go. There it is. Great guacamole. This week's crystal of the week is going to be sunstone. What is sunstone? Sunstone is oligoclase feldspar that can only be found crystallized in large masses. Rarely can one find sunstone in tabular or prismatic form. The name comes from its obvious resemblance to the sun, especially when exhibiting radiant reflections that show flash. It's commonly caused by the inclusions of goethite or hematite. A lot of sunstone throughout the world has slight differences in color and can range from peach pink to bright orange, as well as light red. Rarely, and I mean rarely, is one able to find completely natural sunstone that ranges in color from dark blue to a slight see-through ivory green. This mineral has a history of at least a few hundred years and was discovered in 1837 by J.D. Dana. Since then, important localities have been discovered in Sri Lanka, India, Mexico, Norway, Russia, China, Canada, and the United States, Oregon specifically. Oregon has a very unique history with this crystal. Its basalt flow contains some of the best sunstone specimens the world has ever seen. Tiffany and Company were one of the first to purchase mining claims to this land, which was around the early 1900s. Before that, local Native Americans were known to highly treasure this mineral and revered it as sacred stone gifted to them from Mother Earth. Some records even show they would bury their dead with small satchels of sunstone, presumably as a gift to the gods in the afterlife. Fast forward throughout much of the 1900s, this same area became one of the most important locations for mining sunstone throughout the world, so much so that on August 4th, 1987, sunstone became the official state gemstone mineral of Oregon. Since then, most of the sunstone on the market nowadays comes out of various deposits throughout India. Some of the meanings and energy with sunstone. It resonates directly with one's solar plexus and the sacral chakras. It helps align the two while creating an important communication channel. The specific area of the body houses crucial personal energies such as one's passion, creativity, personal will, and determination. Sunstone's energies help revitalize the basic components which make up who we are. In addition, it will help channel those energies through your emotional and mental bodies. As the sunny rays of the crystal begin to imbue your body and aura, one may soon begin to go through a slight transformation process. This can lead to a change in the current lifestyle, including relationships, hobbies, interests, and ideas. The recently ignited fire within you will play a role in each and every decision you make. As soon as a certain event or person enters your life and draws a significant amount of your attention, one will know what this transformation process was constructing for you. This will be a path to total happiness and success, a path only dreamable by people who deem it achievable. The powers of sunstone will prove what is capable when the body and mind work together in unison. Try placing your most desired intention into your favorite piece of sunstone and let it serve as a reminder of why you wake up and put all your energy into the day. Working with sunstone will bring one prosperity, but only through the work ethic you exert. Nothing in the world is free, and a price for Sunstone's energy is time and effort. When one truly puts in every ounce of effort they have, failure is not an option. No matter what the circumstance, we as light workers will find a way. Trust your ever-growing intuition and lead with your gut as you make challenging choices that can lead you towards your own personal utopia. So there you go. There you have it. A little bit about Sunstone, this week's crystal of the week.
That's one I don't believe I have.
Yep. Interesting.
At first, I was thinking sandstone. I got lots of different sandstone, like purple or blue, purple, and the amber color.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's sunstone.
Yeah, I just sold one of the red, white, and blue bracelets that I make, and I think I have some of these in beads. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to go look and see.
Of the sunstone?
Yeah.
How have you been getting like your bulk stuff, like as you've been going? Are you getting on Amazon or going to like the rock people and buying them by like the ounce, like little bags?
I bought a couple of things through there. I've been getting most of it like when I went to the rock show.
Oh yeah, you want
To the rock show, bro.
what about the rock show down at the rock show?
I went down to the rock show. Went down to the rock show and got me some rocks. Yeah, I bought, I don't know, $150 worth of beads at the rock show. They had some really cool, like wooden beads and some coconut beads and all kinds of cool stuff that I was just looking at thinking, hey, those look groovy. Maybe I'll make something out of them.
Like it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
I have a pretty good collection right now still in like my tackle boxes of polished stones and rocks and pieces like over time that I've bought stuff and use a little bit and then you have leftover and you just end up with all this stuff, but still stuff goes quickly. And like my favorite things to use, like the blue sandstone that I use in my broom, like I use that a lot and I'm running low on that. It's just time to replace some of the gems.
Yeah. Yeah, I sold a few here and there over Christmas. I sold a bunch of rings.
Did you?
Yeah.
All the ones that people like put dibs on?
Oh, yeah, those and just some other ones on here and there that people wanted. I got a couple that were going up for sale because they didn't get claimed.
Oh. But if the bulk of that, like if the bulk of the people that, did say they wanted it and they did follow through, that's still pretty good odds.
Yeah. Like this one's going up, for instance, 1963, size 11.
Because you always have to expect some people might flake.
Yeah, it was funny. I went over to the disc golf park yesterday and because I hurled the disc in the lake over there and somebody fished it out and put it in the lockbox. So I went over there to get my disc back, and there was the guy that kind of runs the golf course over there. He had ordered a ring, and I was like, hey, by the way, here's your ring. It's funny because I went over there to play, one day. It was right at Christmas, and he's like, "Yeah, when you have your ring sizer on you, I want to, see what size my finger is because I want a ring." And I was like, "Oh, here you go." And I reached in my disc golf bag and I pulled out my ring sizer. He's like, "Who carries a ring sizer with them?" Like, a ring maker?
Yeah. Omega.
Can't, miss a chance to sell you a ring. Oh, yeah, Debbie, find out what size he wears. 63. 63s are a pain in the ass to make, too, because they're Ben Franklin. Ben Franklin $50, and they're real. Ben Franklin had a really fat head on the coin, so it's got a bunch of different thicknesses.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're hard to make, but yeah, this one came out. Yeah, you can't really see it in that camera, but it came out really good. Because my lovely camera doesn't focus worth a crap. Yeah, this one's a size 11, but I can make it go up or down a little bit. Or I got a bunch more. 63, Ben Franklin, $50, sitting on the workbench.
How much can you actually bring it down, though? I know you can stretch it out a little, but
yeah, I can bring it down a size or so.
Oh, yeah. By what, cutting and No, how do you do that with
I've got a ring stretcher and a reducer.
Yeah, I knew the stretchers. I didn't know there was a reducer.
Yep.
I wondered about that because a lot of times people have to, cut and then take the, whatever out and then
Yeah.
But then when it's like a one piece like that with the design, I thought, like, how do you?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you can't really cut these, or it'll mess the design up.
Yeah.
A friend of mine that plays music, he asked me, this was, I don't know, a year or two ago. He was like, "Hey, can you stretch my wedding band just a little bit?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no problem." Brought the ring stretcher over there. He gave me his ring, and it was real thin.
Oh, no.
Like, oh boy. Hey, Chihuahua. And I didn't heat it up. I just put it on there and pulled the lever, snap, broke it. Oh, geez. So, yeah. Had to fix that.
Would it even have worked if you heated it, you think?
Probably, yeah, because gold's really soft. But, yeah, the thing, it was just so thin, really narrow, thin band. And, yeah, man, it popped right away.
Could you weld it back together? Or did it just like snap apart?
Yeah, it's split, and I just welded it back. Well, I had a friend of mine weld it back, and he added a piece of gold in it.
Yeah.
And came out like brand new.
Oh, good.
He was like, "How much do I owe you?" I'm like, "Seriously? I broke your freaking gold.
Yeah, you're like, yeah,
I'm gonna charge you for that?"
Yeah.
You don't know me a damn thing.
Like,
Don't
I'm
kick
just
me in
glad
the
you don't
knees.
kick my ass. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But
still. That's part of it sometimes. Hard-headed. Yes, ma'am. Well, yeah, I didn't go on Jason's show the other night. I didn't even know he was having a show. I thought he wasn't having a show. And then I found out that he did have a show.
Yeah, I found out the day before, but I already knew by then I wasn't going to be probably able to make it.
Yeah, like I was saying, it was my anniversary, so I wasn't available myself.
And we already kind of had some plans, but like if something fell through or something happened, and then I seen he had it, going on, I saw his post. I thought, well, if things fall through, I'll hop on. Since it's just, an hour if I end up not doing anything. But I didn't get to watch any of it either.
Yeah.
To go over like what he was probably going over like the best of 2023 type stuff also. And
Yeah.
but I was kind of curious like what he, picked out for, his best of 2023 type stuff. I
Yeah.
just found other people's lists.
Well, groovy.
Groovy.
It's 2:04 in the morning here, so I do believe I'm going to go to bed. But cool, yeah. Happy New Year to everybody. Hope your year has started off well. I was a little worried on New Year's, because I'd heard rumors like, oh, people shouldn't gather in Times Square. Something bad's going to happen. And, you hear all this freaking doom and gloom shit, and then nothing happens. But I was a little worried, I got to say. I wasn't going to go out and be in a big, huge crowd,
Me neither.
Oh, that's cool. But yeah, other than that, I guess we're going to call it a night. Thanks for hanging out with us. And we will catch you next time on Weird Wednesday. Bye-bye.